As a doctor, I have been faced with decisions that I never dreamed possible.
It has been 2 years now since the Supreme Court Dobbs decision that overturned Roe v. Wade. The anniversary comes as the High Court is considering another potentially monumental abortion case. It could rule any day now on whether a federal law mandating emergency care can override a state ban on the procedure.
Now, the Kentucky Reproductive Freedom Fund is launching a statewide campaign to shine a light on the state's lack of abortion care. WKYT's Kelsey Soto talked with those behind the message about their plea to lawmakers.
In the coming weeks, you might spot this mobile billboard or some other digital ads in the streets of Lexington, Frankfort, and Bowling Green.
I am deeply concerned that religion, the Bible, God, and even Jesus himself are being weaponized in a political battle.
On the second anniversary of the overturning of Roe v. Wade, advocates and medical professionals are urging lawmakers to end the state's restrictive abortion laws. Is there a concern that since this is passed, more restrictions could be coming down the pipe?
Oh, yes, they're trying right. They're trying today.
Some medical students worry the lack of abortion care will put them at a disadvantage when it comes to their education.
I will always advocate for coming home to Kentucky. There's a reason I did it, but I just hope that things can change in the future so that we can continue to stay here, practice here, and serve the communities that have raised us.
Other doctors fear it will further hinder healthcare access across the Commonwealth, widening the gap between the urban and rural areas.
Patients are being forced to leave their homes and their loved ones to travel across the country, navigating logistics such as travel costs, lodging, and childcare to receive access to care. This crisis is exhausting and heartbreaking.
In Lexington, Kelsey Soto, WKYT.
Studies show more than half of Kentucky's 120 counties did not have a dedicated OBGYN in 2021 and 2022. Kentucky ranks 36th in the nation for infant mortality. The Commonwealth also has the 6th highest rate of maternal deaths and 4th highest teen pregnancy rate in the U.S.
Kentucky banned abortion with a trigger law that went into effect 2 years ago today. The only exception is when the mother's life is in danger. Last year, Hadley's Law was introduced in the state legislature. It would have added exceptions for victims of rape and incest and when pregnancies are no longer viable. It never got a vote. Today, Senate President Robert Stivers talked about what the Dobbs decision means to him.
What the Dobbs decision, in my opinion, said was it is each state that should be the entity that determines what should take place or not take place.
A ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court earlier this month protects what might be the most common kind of abortion in the U.S. It lets the FDA continue its approach to regulating the drug mifepristone that includes letting the pills be mailed to patients without an in-person doctor's visit.